Hey there, everybody. Listen, I'm selling this stuff for $2,500, so I thought I'd give you a preview because sometimes Facebook doesn't cover it. So the first thing we have here, and just so you see right down here, this is the redemption. This is brand new. This is the card itself, plus the redemption. I know collectors like that. Of course, you have the Slabs, Jordan. We got PSA. We have rookies. Again, not going to find a 10 through there. Clearly an Ohtani, like 10, but these are still decent cards. They can make you some money on resale. You got the Skeens, Giambi. Here's going to be everything else. These are a couple cards from the 50s, plus the whole stack of everything in here, plus the Dale Earnhardt era cards. Just to kind of give you an idea, 1970s, and that's just the odd stuff. This whole stack, and I'm just going to take the camera off. You're going to end up getting a stack. Again, these are going to be rookies, modern rookies. Some of the older rookies, and then you're going to get into some of the draft picks. There's also going to be some non-rookie cards in here, but you're going to see the clear cards, die cuts. Then you get down here. These are just things I haven't quite organized yet, but Ferguson, Green, and I believe you have, I have some of the Cam Wards in here. But whatever I don't have in there for Cam Wards, I'm going to have in this stack right over here. And I'm sorry, there you go. This is going to be a highlight real quick. This is going to be National Treasures. The Shador, Travis Hunter, auto, numbered. All of these. They're all going to be slabs. Autos, one-of-ones. Again, some of them are going to be nice. Some of them you're going to be like, oh, okay, they're mid. This whole stack is going to be Ohtani's right here. This is going to be the Christmas version. Then you have base. But you're also going to have all the Titans of the games on the pink. That's all Ohtani's. These are going to be patches. All these are going to be patches. There's your Evan Carters. These are all going to be baseball rookies. Bruce Lee cards, WWE cards numbered. That's that whole stack right there. Here you're going to have some of the low numbers. 1 of 10, Jahan Dotson, patch. More patches. These are also numbered. Michael Sam, patch, auto, numbered. Then you're going to get to a lot of patches here. Patches, auto. Auto numbered. There's going to be the art cards. And some of these I haven't even had time. Like, I've run out of stuff. Here's going to be all this whole pile right here. About 100 deep. I'm going to go over here. That's all going to be color. Superstars. Different types of cards. Even the... So I do have the base cards, and those are also included. I'm just trying to give you a highlight of what we have here. There's going to be basketball rookies, football rookies. If I just throw it in the middle of the stack. Baseball rookies. This is all going to be rookies right here. These are going to be rookie cards from 80s and 90s. That's going to be your Jeter. Pull any stack off. CC Sabathia. That's a whole stack of what you call the vintage. Again, you got Saquon over here. Aaron Donald, rookie. Mac Jones. Again, so like you're going to get a good stack. So these are all top loaded. This is just going to be stuff I haven't even sorted over here, haven't put in top loaders. I can let you do that here. You're going to have number patches. Again, things I really haven't put down, but these are all going to be patches. You know, some of them are, you know, and they might be a $2, $3 patch, but they do add up after a while. These are all going to be just kind of cracked ice, refractors, all that. So again, I'm trying to leave out just as far as the show, as far as the base cards. Cam Ward, Genty. Again, and then you get into your Scataboos. These are all going to be patches. So you're getting a great deal as far as that. These are all going to be your numbers. There's going to be tons of these pre-production 101s. So you just get an idea, a general idea. And again, with the Ohtanis, we have the judges, but I have way more Ohtanis than I do judges. Roll back here. I'm going to get your Drake Mays. Again, I am sorry, I'm trying to do this really fast. Drake Mays, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrows, Cam Ward, everything you could possibly need. It's not just, again, base I do have, but they're not going to be here. Here's going to be your Cooper Flaggs, your Con Kneppels, and of course you're going to have your Jackson Darts in here. I have a decent amount of Jackson Darts. Shuck, yeah. Like this whole section right here. Once you get past Shuck, variation, Dart, 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 Dart. That's the Dart. Another Dart. So there is quite a collection here. And on top of that, so if I step back, just kind of give you an idea, you're getting all that. All that. So we're not skimping out on you. Then on top of that, you're getting this whole box. And this is just going to be like a lot of inserts, a lot of rookies. These are not going to be, you know, crazy cards, but if you have a quarter bin, if you have a 50-cent bin, if you have a dollar bin, if you're trying to do a whatnot show, you get all of these. And then if you move into the closet, right up over here, you're getting a whole thing, and I'll draw that back to 1. I'll draw that back a little bit. You have that. Those are going to be all base. So I have like a minimal amount of base cards. Let's go ahead and walk. Again, I have other stuff over here. Go over here. I even have some of these cards, which are author cards. It's crazy stuff. Stuff I haven't sorted. So you're going to get a ton of number, a ton of autos, a lot of the combos, some PSA slabs, vintage cards, WWE cards, Bruce Lee cards, not as many NASCAR. Very, very, very little amount of like what you would call base, and almost no, with the exception of what you saw in that closet, you are going to get very, very, very little. What people say vintage, we all know is junk wax. Anyhow, hit me up in the ad, $2,500. I think it's a pretty good deal for everything that you're going to get. You do get here. I'm not going to take anything out of this. It is all yours. Hit me up and we can talk. All right. take care. Enjoy. Actually, enjoy the cards and enjoy your day. I'm sorry. Try to get this off as quick as possible. Take care. Bye.